And it's open mic time now. We welcome the new Cowboys fullback, Lawrence Vickers. Welcome to Sports Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
So what did you accomplish during this mini camp and the OTAs? Of course, you had last year the lockout, limited the offseason, or pretty much erased the offseason workouts to the extent that you were able to do them this year. What do you really get done as a football team during these workouts?
What you really get done is a lot of team chemistry. You get a lot of guys working with each other for the first time. You know, it's my first time working with Felix, Patrick Turner, DeMarco Murray, a couple of the young guys. Getting to know the offense a little bit better also. Getting to know the offense and then getting adjusted with your coaches and the scheme, learning the offensive plays, learning the offensive line, blocking schemes and getting those things down. But you get to have some fun. You get ready to see what you have coming ahead, you know, and you see the things being built in the locker room, and you hope for great things.
You know, we've been calling this an underachieving team for many years now. When you look at the talent that you're playing with, and again, you're seeing this for the first time on the field in this limited situation, do you think it's fair to say maybe it was overachieving, the fact that this is just an 8-8 football team last year? Does it look like a better team than that to you? It
does. It does look like a better football team to me. I've been there since, I would want to say, early March. I've been there since early March. You know, all the guys have been there working out, first of all. It's my first time seeing that since I've been in the NFL, where, you know, in voluntary times, all the guys are there, the whole team was there. So that right there told me ahead of time that guys are serious about football. Like I said, it's a difference. And some of the guys I spoke to that been there said they feel like it's a different team this year, and that's what we want. I know we're working hard. And, you know, Coach Garrett's pushing us to do the right things all the time. He's a positive person, you know. And I love playing for a coach like that, a real positive person. He tells you that anything you think you can do, you can accomplish. You really can, but he puts it out there for you to believe it. And the way he breaks it down is tremendous.
You spent 5 years in Cleveland, then a year in Houston last year where you blocked for Arian Foster, 1,224 yards. I know you were shocked when the Texans let you go. You grew up in Houston, playing for your hometown team, kind of a salary cap thing that they did because, again, Foster had a good year with you blocking in front of him. With that said, how much of an adjustment is there to make, as you said, now that you're blocking for different guys, you know, DeMarco Murray primarily, Felix Jones some as well? What kind of chemistry does have to develop between the lead blocker and the guy, you know, picking and choosing those spots behind him?
Well, the chemistry comes from the guy trusting you and believing in your ability. So with my ability, my thing is different as a fullback is I run the ball with my eyes. Like, I run the ball, actually. I don't sit back and think of a man to go block. I actually go and run the ball with my eyes, so I know what he's seeing at every time. I know what the old line's doing. Like, I break it down to the simplest thing. I know exactly who the line's blocking. I know what we're trying to get out of the play. I know what the play scheme is. I have to understand that, first of all. And then when I'm blocking my opponent, I know how to block them to the point to where the running back wants to come this way or come that way, you know. It's not a secret. All it is focusing in on your job, trusting in the ability of the person behind you and doing the things you need to do, but doing them violent and physical.
Everybody in this town has an opinion on Tony Romo, as you might imagine. You grew up as a Cowboy fan. You know, being quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys is one of the highest profile positions in all of sports, and you become a polarizing figure if you're the quarterback, and that's the case with Romo. Now that you've had a chance to get to know him just a little bit, work with him in some practice situations, what's your take on Tony Romo? Maybe a different take than you had judging him from a distance.
You know what? I know things are always different than what they seem like. I know that, first of all, because I play the game, and a lot of people don't get a chance to be in those huddles, you know, at those practices, seeing guys in training camp. You know, people just get they're fans of the game, and that's what we love. We love fans, and fans are honest. They tell their honest opinion. And we can take it or not take it, but it's still their opinion. And at the same time, being around Tony, I know that he's a great quarterback. I know that he's serious about his job. I know he takes his job serious. I know that he waits on everybody to do their job and also helps guys at the same time. You know, so me being on the outside looking in, he's exactly what I thought he was. He's a great quarterback and a good team leader. You know, he just had a couple of rough patches, or people, however they want to put it, but I watched some numbers the other day, and Tony Romo is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now that you again have been around this team a little bit, and it's going to get more intense, obviously, when you go to Oxnard. I think your experience at a Cowboys training camp is going to be unlike anything else you've ever seen. Have you been told about it?
I've been told about it, but I also watched Hard Knocks before. So I'm like, okay, I kind of know what to expect, but I don't know what to expect because, like I said, in Cleveland, we had a lot of people out. In Houston, we had a lot of people out, but we're playing for America's team. So my expectations are high, but I'm not gonna, you know, judge anything right now. I'm gonna wait to see.
What did it mean to you as a kid growing up in this state to, again, it was disappointing leaving Houston, but to be acquired by the Dallas Cowboys, a team that, again, you followed so closely as you were growing up?
I'll tell you this. I'm as happy as I ever been playing in the NFL. And I'm playing for America's team. And one thing my father said, you know, before he passed, my father's passed, May 4th, I can't wait to see you with that star on your helmet. And that means something to me. And every fan out there, I know it means something to them. That star means something. I remember when T.O. stood on the star and did this. It meant something to him. And I remember how Emmett came and wrecked him off of there. I understand why Emmett did that. That means something. Those guys in that locker room mean something to me. This game means something to me. I take it very serious. And I'm going to play my heart out. I am. Because Mr. Jones gave me an opportunity to do something I love. I'm living a dream right now, and I love it. And I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to play the game hard, just how everybody expect me. And we're going to win.
I did want to ask you about your dad. It's your first Father's Day without him. Again,
it's sad.
You lost him not that long ago. As you said, he loved the Dallas Cowboys. How difficult has this day been for you? I know there are a lot of people watching who are going through the same thing you are right
Absolutely,
now.
you know.
I can only imagine how difficult it must be to go through a first Father's Day without your dad.
I woke up this morning, and it was kind of cool earlier. You know, my father passed May 4th, which is 4 days before my birthday. My birthday is May 8th, 11:45, full moon. I remember this on a Friday. It's a day I'll never forget. It was the day I lost the person that loved me the most in my life. Like, literally, like, hurt me to wake up this morning and not have him. I've been with my dad my whole life. My dad raised me from a child, you know. I woke up this morning and I was talking to one of my friends and they said something about, oh, you know, I'm about to go spend some time with my dad, and it broke me down. I broke into tears. I have my son here with me right now, and we both just sitting there and we prayed and we cried, just, you know, saying how much we missed him.
Again, Lawrence Vickers, the Cowboys fullback, is our guest tonight, and you know that he's proud of you as he watches here.
That's why this means something to me. For me to be able to have this star on my helmet, for me to be down here playing in Dallas with one of the teams that he loved the most, regardless of what the record was, for him not to even get a chance to come see this or see the stadium for the first time, that means something to me. I have a chip on my shoulder like no other. I'm a very passionate person, as people can see, but people don't know what I have in store. I'm ready to run through a wall right now, if I have to.
We'll see it very soon as camp gets going, preseason, regular season. Again, Lawrence Vickers, the Cowboys fullback, our guest tonight. Des Bryant had been scheduled to join you. It's one of two things, and I want you to tell me what it is. Either Des hates me, number one, or number two, he still doesn't know where downtown Dallas is. Which is more likely, would you say, with Des Bryant, now that you've gotten to know him a little bit?
Des is a very passionate person. A lot of people don't know this about Des. Des is a very passionate person, and he tries hard at everything, you know. And him being around me and me being around him, I'm trying to get to his head to understand that, you know, this is our livelihood. These are the things that, you know, we're supposed to do because this is the game that we love so much. And he understands that totally. It's a lot of things going on in people's life, and he's learning how to balance those things. And I think he's a tremendous person and actually a great athlete. And I told him, when I got here, I said, we're going to need you to win this championship. So you get your mind right. My exact words. And I know he's a serious person, and I'm dependent on him.
Well, we were dependent on him tonight,
Absolutely.
But as it turns out, it may have been great that he didn't show up, because you're a fantastic interview.
Oh,
Lawrence Vickers, Cowboys fullback. Thank you very much for being here. And Des, 3 letters for you, GPS, pal. Get one, all right? We'll come back with more on Sports Sunday. We continue here in just a moment. Plenty more to talk about.